Welcome. PyLang.info is the world's largest Python directory. It's organized as a tree of categories containing links to curated Python resources. If you go to Google and you search on Python, you're going to get 15 million results. That includes snakes and Monty Python. They include lots of spam and noise. It's just a flat list of items. There's no hierarchy. And of course, the same is true for searches on Twitter or Facebook. There must be a better way. There is. Welcome to PyLang. It organizes information as a tree of categories. It's a close cousin to Plone. So it's a complete content management system. Some people can contribute content, other people can edit and approve it. Let's take a look at the demo. Here's what a PyLang tree looks like, but let's actually show you the demo. You click on the website, you get the splash page. Let's get started. Here's the actual tree. The first thing any Python developer is going to need is a database. So let's take a look at some Python software. Let's see, Python libraries, that's always a good thing. Database libraries, and here you have my favorite, persistent Python. You just subclass off class persistent, your whole application becomes persistent. It's really easy. I'm amazed more people don't know about it. There are a number of different implementations of persistent Python. Personally, I use ZODB. The interesting one is ZeroDB. What ZeroDB does is it encrypts and decrypts everything on the client. So you can host your data in the cloud, but you're safe. There's no way that the cloud can access the data. Everything is encrypted, decrypted on the client. So if you want to learn about ZeroDB, you might want to watch a video. Here's the video from MIT GDC. This is a YouTube content type. PyLang.info has many different content types. So let's just see where we are. We started bloggery.org, all bloggeries, PyLang, Python software, Python libraries, database libraries, persistent Python, ZeroDB database, ZeroDB videos, ZeroDB at MIT GDC. That's 10 levels. If you have 7 items in every level, 7 to the 10th is about 300 million items. You can manage a huge amount of information very intelligently with hierarchy. Of course, libraries all use hierarchy for organizing knowledge. Okay, so let's take a look. That's one version of the tree. Here's another representation of the tree. But you can also search. So say if we want encrypted database, database, there we go, Python software, ZeroDB database. So same result. You can search, you can browse, whatever works for you. Okay, let's go back to the presentation. We'll take a look at the next slide. So PyLang.info is both a content management system and a content aggregation system. I don't scrape the web for information. There's just too much for any one person to manage. What I do is I take structured information from other sources. So there's a huge number of markdown lists on GitHub. These are the markdown lists. There's a user interface for the web, so a lot of information comes in that way. From Plone, you can get XML files. From blogs, you can get RSS feed or Atom feeds. And typically, conference videos come in as YAML files, and all that gets merged together and fed into the PyLang.info tree. So how does that work? Well, let's take a look at the different sources of information. Here we have trees from GitHub Markdown. There's a web GUI that can be used to add the red circles. The RSS just comes as a linear list of green squares. And over here we might have a Plone XML diamonds in black. And so all of those individual sources get merged into a tree. And so it's possible to update these, and the tree also gets updated. It's great for senior developers. If you're a senior developer, you'll have a number of GitHub repository, PyPy packages, YouTube videos, articles, blog postings. Let's face it, they're not all going to be excellent. Some you'll be very proud of, others, okay, you've done those. So the ones that you're really proud of, you can link to them from PyLang.info. And when people are browsing, when they come to a category that's relevant to what you've written about, they'll see it, they'll click over and they'll read your blog posting. Wonderful. It's even better for intermediate Python developers. I don't know about you, but I spend a huge amount of time searching for stuff on the internet. It drives me nuts. I'd much rather just have nicely curated content, just show me the good stuff. That would make me very happy. So I'm doing this to help everybody else. Of course, it's best for a beginner. A beginner doesn't even know what ZODB is or Django or Pyramid. So if they can actually browse the hierarchy, they can go find out what's there. They can read the good articles about it. If they need to, eventually they can start searching for more detailed information. I invite you for a test drive. The application's really fast. It just takes, some people have asked if it's a native application. It isn't. What I do is I download all the JSON files on my connection. It just takes half a second. It's all built on Python, ZODB, and fancy tree JavaScript libraries, and of course it's all behind an Nginx caching server, so I can scale it up as much as I want. I run it on OVH OpenCloud, so I can scale the servers up and down also. All the software is based on the Bloggery content aggregation system. I have multiple Bloggeries. Why choose Poland? So I moved my company from California to Poland. It was the right decision for me. Lots of information about that. If you're interested in coming to Poland, you're most welcome. I'll be happy to help you set up shop here. Other Bloggeries, I've got a database of all the iOS companies in Poland. It's growing very fast. Pretty soon it's going to expand to be all the iOS companies in Europe. You're welcome to add your company. There's a similar list that's just getting started for all the Python companies, first in Poland and then all of Europe. Whenever I do a trade show, I always have a link fest, so that we get together and we talk about the different libraries and articles we want to link to. We get together in small groups that like to discuss a particular topic. You can link to your postings. If you're interested in a longer-term commitment, I train people how to be a branch manager, and then you can get a lot of credibility for being the world expert on some niche technology. And I invite you to contact me, Chris Polozinski. Click on bloggery.org, click on PyLang.info, and just go to click on the contact page.